So before starting the examination, Jackson actually want to be assure himself that all the um, things that is harm to others or to himself will be taken out from the Evans. So Jackson replied and took the nail file. So the Evans was got angry, and his eyes started glowing with anger. Jackson was ready for all that thing, but after then Ivan denied it to moving his shoulder. Jackson told Evans that he had only half an hour to get ready and also told him to remove this dirty hat. But Evans said that that hat is very lucky for him, so he wants that hat at the time of examination. So Jackson allowed him to wear just once. He also teased him by calling him Shirley Temple. Shirley Temple was an actress who had long hairs. So Jackson hated Evans' long and wavy hairs. He then asked him to shave. So at the 8:45 a.m., McClary, who was the member of the church, left his bachelor flat made him for the single person in Board Street. He started walking fast towards the Carfax. The weather report claimed and the temperature would be below normal in early June. McClary was wearing a black overcoat and the clerical hat to protect himself from the rainfall, and that started within half an hour. It also it had also splashed water in his specters. He was carrying a small brown colored suitcase in his right hand. It had all the things required for the morning duties, such as sealed question papers envelope, a yellow supervisor form, a special permission card that verified him as a supervisor, a blunt knife to cut the seal of the paper, the Bible as he had to speak for the Women's Association on the book of Ruth, at the latest copy of the church time. And Ivan was here in the jail. Ivan forms the face strongly. When Stephens bought two small squash table, he put them opposite each other and a small space between the bed and the painted wall. Then he brought in two chairs. The less worn out chair was placed in front of the table, which was near the cell door. Jackson made a small final appearance and asked Ivan to behave properly. Ivan turned and showed his acceptance that I will properly behave with the examiner. Jackson ordered Evans to remove his poster, which Ivan had pinned up to the cell wall. Ivan agreed and to this and said that he was about to remove his new, that was some churchman who was going to come for the examination. Jackson queried as he know who is that. Ivan said that he had noticed it when it had single examination form. Evans continued with his shaving and sought Jackson permission to ask him something. He then asked why the officers had put the microphone in his cell, and he turned his head towards the space above the door. So actually, he once was very smart person, so that is why he knows about all when he knows about all that thing, what the police is doing at that time. So Jackson admitted that microphone was put off the perfectly as Evans easily spotted it. Evans questioned him why they think that he would run. Jackson replied that anyone with a sense would not trust him. So that is why they have put that there. He knew the already and he knew about all that thing. He had kept neat, hanky, and bad. Jackson wished him good luck before leaving. So that has happened. The priest McClary signed his name to the visitor book in the gate of a house. Then he followed the person officer through the exercise yard to the D wing. There he was greeted Mr. Jackson. The heavy outer door of the D wing was opened and then shut behind them. The same happened when they entered through the inner door. McClary joined Stephens. Jackson ordered Stephens to remove the razor from the cell. Stephen agreed. He also told him to keep a close watch. McClary made a vibrating sound while climbing up the stairs, following his new guide. Then he reached to the entrance of the cell. Stephens opened the peeped hole and informed the McClary that he was the person who had to take the examination. Evans was sitting there and he was ready for giving the facing the examination, and he was just seated in front of the McClary, and at the lock of the cell was made ringing sound after the strung up 10 a.m. 9:10 a.m. The governor switched on the receiver and the microphone. He ordered Jackson to tell Evans to be careful as they had installed a microphone in the cell. He thought that it would be good for warm him. He said the way though came to the governor's made to the seemed like a theatrical drama, and the preparation were like done to the school boy for the examination.